Okay, let's see if this works. It says I'm live. Weather's clear. Internet says it's running. So fingers crossed that things go well tonight. Hope there's no live stream crash or anything. Not sure if notifications will go out or not, but you know how the routine is by now, sadly. Okay, we got one person saying hi, so we got somebody in here. And we'll just wait a couple minutes, see if anybody else shows up. Okay, I got a couple more people. The number isn't updating. It still says only one person's watching, so I guess it might be lagging on my end. But if you can see and hear me, perfect. Fingers crossed the live stream doesn't crash. I hope it does not. But in any case, yes, I didn't do my review yet. Actually, I have my list of videos right here. They're all recorded. I just have not edited yet. I'm lagging. Yep, figured. Had some house stuff to do today. Basically, some buffering. Man, this is why I can't wait to move, because I'm sick of this internet. But we'll go until it crashes. Sadly. But let me just say the reviews will be up either tonight or there's nothing I can do. Honestly, the sound is bad, buffering. Give me a second. Double check the Wi-Fi again, but I just refreshed it. It says I'm good, but you know how it is. I mean, it'll say one thing. But if you can hear me and you want to stay, by all means. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's like ever since I got the new computer, it's just weird Wi-Fi. I don't know. But yeah. So for starters, I did get my YouTube ad revenue from this channel today. So thankfully, this channel is making money and it is coming in. So that's a good thing. Secondly, the land appraisal was done a few days ago. My check cleared for the closing on the house. So all I need to do now is wait for them to get the deed and title together. So the house stuff is in motion. But unfortunately, Zach's mom passed away. And to be honest, I think they did good with the final 2 episodes. I think they did really good. Like I said, I recorded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, a dozen videos today. I have not edited yet. I will try to get the reviews up. Basically, all this stuff is either going to be up tonight or tomorrow. Okay? So all of it's going to be up, because unless there's some magical trailer or something like that that drops, these will be my last batch of videos until mid-October when the Oval and Sistas comes out, which I'm fine with. I need to spend more time on my eBay store. I need to finish my appeal package for YouTube. I needed to take a mental break from that because I put everything that I could into it. But like I said in my last live stream or something, or maybe I was talking with somebody else, I need to make sure everything is fine-tuned so when I submit it to Google, everything is out there, you know. But these episodes didn't disappoint because I'm like, oh, we're going to spend both episodes in the hospital, and I don't want that. Thankfully, we jumped around. To different places. It wasn't repetitive. But the thing is, and I mentioned this in my season 2 overview video, Bryce is a complete asshole. Zach needs to cut ties with him immediately. Because the fact that he was the one that went behind, and I called it. I freaking called it. I called it. I said in my video last week, I said, Bryce is probably working with Gary behind Zach's back. And he's probably going to try to get a loan or something like that without telling Zach. And then that's going to screw up all their accounts. So he's running around here saying, yo, where's Zach? Because I'm affiliated with him. My accounts are frozen. My assets are frozen. And I got bills to pay. What am I going to do? And then he was the one that screwed up. It was all him. It was all him. He ain't got nobody to blame but himself. And I mentioned this in my video, but think of it this way. Think of it this way. If you can't trust your business partner, you should dissolve the business. Agree. Yeah, Zach. Okay, can we talk about the doctor? Can we talk about the doctor? She straight up said, well, if you didn't do it, the security would have done it. And I'm like, wow. So you're telling me security would have knocked Jeremiah's ass out? Okay, doc. I didn't know y'all got down like that. But if I Cairo, can we just give it up? DeVal's own son portrayed younger Zach in that VHS tape. I love that. When the moment I seen little man, I'm like, he looks familiar. Is that one of DeVal's kids? I love that. I love that. That truly made, because think of it this way. Zach was looking at his younger self on tape, but in reality, that was DeVal watching his son. And I love that little touch. But I gotta say, I love that little touch. But I gotta say, I do not like the fact that Fatima's pregnant. I do not like the fact that Fatima's pregnant. There's just way too much going on for her to, for her pregnancy to be written into the show. It's just like when Zach proposed, I feel like the scene itself was good, minus the Ian stuff beforehand, but it just feels like the wrong. There's just so much craziness going on right now that I don't like it. I said it on Twitter. I got a video about it. I do not like the fact that she's pregnant because, I mean, think of it this way. Season 6 takes place after wherever we are right now in Zatima. There was not one mention of Fatima being pregnant at all during season 6A. Hell, it even got to the point where after Zach mentioned he wanted full custody of his son, Fatima wasn't sure if she was going to stay around or not. And Zach made it clear you can make a choice and nobody's forcing you. So it's like this pregnancy just, a couple people messaged me saying, I hope that was a dream. I hope she wasn't pregnant. Folks, I think this was legit. And it's like I said on Twitter, Zach is so potent, that side chick is going to say, Zach, you got me pregnant too. The way he was tearing that thing up. This is ridiculous. That is a good theory. Some people are saying that, well, I think Fatima is the only one that's legitimately Zach's child. Everybody else, Heather, Karen, they aren't Zach's kids. Yeah, I would like, if it wasn't for this baby mama craziness, him being a father, I would like that. So he can treat that baby the way he wasn't treated growing up. So, I hope that's the case. But I feel like the timing is just way off. Now, and like I said in my season 2 overview, the actor that played Paul did a great job. No, he did not sleep with Connie. Remember, he went up there with the intention to do so, but because of Fatima in his head, he couldn't do it. Paul just felt like Ian in season 1, a male competitor for Fatima's affections, but then it's just randomly written out of the series. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Paul fan, but it just felt weird to have a character take up a majority of season 2. I mean, when you really think about it, it almost seems like there were more flirtatious romantic scenes between Paul and Fatima than Zach and Fatima in 20 episodes. Because when you really think about it, the first couple episodes where the drama was Fatima didn't want to have sex with Zach because she was physically tired. Maybe that's because she was pregnant at the time. I don't know. And then next thing you know, her and Paul kind of going back and forth. And then in the back half of season 2, hanging out in bed and whatnot, it's just weird. So it's one of those situations where Paul was an interesting character and concept, but I think Ian should have been more prominent in season 2, as opposed to just being dropped to the side and mentioned in passing a couple of times. Karen really going to be pissed when she finds out Fatima's pregnant. At least Zach know he doesn't have to get a DNA test. Very true. Remember, on 2 occasions, Paul and Fatima almost had sex, but they did not have sex. So I'm pretty confident that when it comes to Fatima, Zach is the daddy. If I had to make an educated guess, I'd say that she was probably pregnant late season 4 going into this, because it's season 4, Zatima season 1, Sistas season 5. So I think she was pregnant somewhere in between that. Remember how I always said Fatima acted weird after season 4? That's when she started processing things. So I think Fatima probably got pregnant or started showing the emotional signs of pregnancy after season 4 of Sistas. And you know what will be really funny? If Fatima has a baby bump before Karen. I know forget timeline stuff, but I think it will be hilarious. But I did mention online that watch people start complaining, where's Fatima's baby bump? Where it is? Or how long has she been pregnant? She been pregnant longer than Karen? Who knows? I don't know. Somebody mentioned this earlier, and I agree. I'm glad Jeremiah apologized to Fatima. Oops, sorry about that. Dropped my pen next to my fan. I'm responding to a message. I'm not. Oh, we got 100 people up in here. Hey, real quick. Am I buffering or anything? Because fingers crossed, I hope we are not buffering. Okay, so who's the daddy? It's Zach. It's Zach. I'm not buffering. Thank God. Praise him. Praise him. Praise him. Fatima opened the door to Jeremiah's change. I really love that talk. I want to say that was probably one of the highlights of the 2 episodes. It was Fatima, lowering the gun, so to speak, but making it clear to Jeremiah, I'm here to talk and to work things out with you or help you through, the situation you're in, but you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to call me out of my name. I just like the fact that she was able to reach Jeremiah at a place that honestly, I don't even think Zach could have reached them. So I really like that scene. But Fatima was still drinking during that cheat. This teaching Zach a lesson face. Look, I don't even know about all that in terms of like the drinking and stuff. You know how it's really inconsistent. Those 2 episodes really show some great acting. Yep. When Zach called Fatima his wife, yeah, Fatima's face. Then Heather's going to tell the officer because he's not his baby. Yo, that'll be wild. When Heather gets that cop to go over to Zach's house in season 6B. Who's real life? No, who's real life daddy of Fatima? I gotta wait. What do you mean? Who's real life daddy of Fatima's baby? Is it Tyler? What are you talking about? I got a question for you. Because I mentioned it. I did a short video on this. Jeremiah asked Fatima, do you know what it's like to lose someone? And she mentioned, yes, I lost my father at a young age. Does that mean Fatima's birth father is dead? Because I feel like that contradicts at least two different scenes or three different scenes earlier in this season. Remember when Fatima's mom took her out to lunch and they were at like that outside restaurant and she literally said, I can't lie to you. If your father walked in here right now, I would get butterflies. And then earlier in the season, Mona mentioned how, you know what, you'll be somewhere laying with your father in the gutter right now if I didn't take you with me to get a better life. So was Fatima confirming that her father had died? Or did she just say, I did lose my father when I was younger, referencing the fact that her mom took her away from him? So I feel like that was probably some double talk, or the fact that she said kind of what she needed to say in the moment to relate to Jeremiah. And yes, that's a very good thought. He can be in jail too. Or the cast of the Tyler Perry show, or I mean, nobody's working right now. I remember last night a few of the actors I follow posted like a tweet that was getting some traction. Allegedly, it was saying that the writers and the corporations were coming to an agreement, and today was kind of like the day they will be writing the final agreement down. So again, I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I know a lot of people have been sharing it. Allegedly, the strike could be on the verge of ending because they came up with a plan. So I don't know. Wow, 132 people. Thank you for real. Thank you all for supporting this live stream. Please hit the thumbs up button too if you could. Um, I knew Gary had something. Okay, let me say I was kind of disappointed because the articles and stuff, they were hyping up a Sistas character making a cameo in the finale. Now, Gary was only mentioned by name. I was mad about that, but I kind of wasn't, because I feel like after all these years, we know Gary's character well enough that mentioning him and describing the situation, it is well within his character to do so. So while I wish Gary showed up in person, even if he wasn't around the other characters, Bryce on the phone and we see Gary in his office or something, or at his house, that would have been cool, but we didn't really need it. So I'm kind of mad, but then I'm not mad. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know. So let me explain my thoughts on it, and you can let me know if I interpret it correct or oh, yeah, Deja flirting with Bryce was funny, but yet again, Angela's tripping. It's like, Angela, you were with Sam last night. Bryce minding his own dang business. Deja was the one flirting with him. Hey, you want to call me later? Yeah, I'll think about it. And then Angela grabs him. What's wrong with you? And I'm like, Angela, leave him alone. You don't even want the man. So, okay, so just leave it alone. My girl, Deja was a breath of fresh air because these two episodes were really dramatic, so we needed just a little bit of comedy in it. Also, I got a question though. The night before, Fatima caught her on camera without any sort of brace on or crutch, so for her to still walk around with that neck brace was ridiculous, but like I said, it was needed. We needed a little comedy to lighten the mood up. Fatima being pregnant could be another reason why Karen shot at her. Daydream. I can bet that Tyler just threw that pregnancy in there as a cliffhanger. Honestly, that makes a lot of sense. Think of it this way: season 1 ended with Fatima getting the email that the DNA test showed that Michael was Zach's son. Now season 2 ends with Fatima being pregnant. I probably got your message, but no offense, I get a lot of messages, so I don't always respond. That isn't a rude thing. It's just that I don't always have time to respond to the messages. I do have a lot of video ideas people give me, but sometimes I just don't get around to them in time, or I just don't have time. Yeah, can we talk about how season 2B just blew the lid off everything? And I mentioned this in my overview video. Season 2A wasn't spectacular, but I appreciate it because season 2A was needed to set up season 2B. That's why week after week it was just bangers. Each week of season 2B was excellent. Some would argue each episode was a 10 out of 10. I think there were maybe like a 7 here or 8 there, but overall, season 2B had that rewatchability quality that season 1 had. So overall, I am pleased with season 2. But when you look at it from the perspective of, okay, the first 10 episodes, they were needed to establish new characters, set up some plot points. So in the back half of the season, boom, it just hit it. Yeah, season 2B is top tier. Season 2B is top tier, which that it just makes Sister season 6 look so damn bad. Seriously, it just makes Sister season 6 look so bad by comparison. It really surprised me when Zach and Connie hug. I thought Fatima was going to say, Fatima looked back. She kind of looked back, but that was it. Honestly, I know some people messaged me. They didn't really like the episodes because of how it depicted Black people in the hospital, acting. Honestly, I've lived through some of this stuff. I love the authenticity of it. Like the bill collector, the bill department um came up, you know, uh about the money. The fact that you have one family member that doesn't want to accept the situation, and then you have another family member, it's like, we got to take them off life support. And then it's like the people who say, no, you're going to kill her. They're not putting up any money though. It was genuine and real. It happens. Yeah, I remember, like, how they always kind of make comical commercials. Like, they'll take a serious situation, turn into like a comedic thing for like a credit card or a restaurant commercial. I remember as a kid seeing like a credit card commercial or something about credit where this guy needed to be, resuscitated with a defibrillator, but because his card wasn't accepted or he didn't have enough money, they let the dude flatline. That really happens. And yeah, it's messed up because it's just like Benny and the haves and the have nots when he was literally a vegetable until he got taken to that other hospital by Catherine. These hospitals, like, if you don't have the money, they'll take the person out of there or, pull the plug, because if you don't have the money and there are other patients that need the room, you're gone. And it's real. It's real. But I loved how Fatima just spoke so calmly and was patient with Jeremiah in order to get through to him. Like, the woman is gone. Like, it might sound harsh, but she was just being real. And the fact that, it's 18 grand a day and you're 2 days behind, plus Zach's check bounced, you really don't have a choice. But unfortunately, she went into cardiac arrest, and that was pretty much the end of Gladys while she was sleeping. But let me just say up front, just kudos to the amazing actors that portrayed Jeremiah and Gladys, because they did an excellent job being these like slimy, vindictive, just sycophant characters who really added more depth to Zach's character. So I think they did a fantastic job, because Jeremiah said that, he doesn't want to get help because Fatima and Zach offered to like help him out. I'm assuming like, you know, get him into counseling and maybe kick his addiction, and he figured, no, just let me know when if you stop by the house to get some stuff mama would have wanted you to have. Let me know when the funeral is because Zach will take care of that, and then he's going to split town. The bill collector, she could have waited. I actually lost my mom at a young age, so I understand that scene very well. Yeah, I mean, could have waited, but it's just one of those things. And I'm not trying to sound harsh here, but I get it. I mean, remember, they were already 2 days behind on the bill. So that was $36,000. And then when Zach gave the check for 18 grand, that check bounced. So that's how it is. I know it's a heartless kind of thing, but that's the way it goes. It sucks. It sucks. And I mean, honestly, everybody did excellent this season. Even the characters I didn't really care for, Bryce, Paul, everybody's acting was on point. And I got to say, the MVP of season 2, Deval Ellis, the MVP acting, Deval takes it because we really got to see his acting chops when it comes to like drama and whatnot. So I think Deval earns the trophy for that in my opinion. Somebody said earlier that Nathan's apology wasn't. Nathan and Belinda, like Fatima said, sorry is just a word. It's all about the behavior. It's all about the behavior. Sistas comes back October 18th. Yo, I mentioned this in my video. Think of it this way. Picture this, okay? Picture this. It's hospital, but it's business. Yeah, sad but true. That's the way it is. Okay. Imagine if Zach said, you know what? Yes, we're going to keep mom on life support. And then they agree to keep her on life support. But because Bryce screwed Zach over, and as a result, their accounts were frozen, $54,000, she's taken off a life support. And because of that, she dies. That technically would have been on Bryce's hands because his actions caused their accounts to freeze and Zach's check bounced, so he wouldn't be able to afford keeping his mom on life support. I know that's a what if, but it really is tough to think about. Zach still needs to learn about boundaries when it comes to hugging outside exes and women he slept with. Fatima socks up. I'm going to be completely honest here, and this is just my opinion. I don't think there was anything wrong with Connie and Zach hugging because he just lost his mom. There wasn't anything sexual behind it. She was just kind of, giving her condolences. Because remember, Connie, Nathan, Tony, Jeremiah, of course, they all had arguably a closer connection to Miss Gladys than even Zach did. So they all lost someone. And yeah, I did notice that Fatima coughed, and I'm not scoffing at her for doing that, but I don't think there was anything wrong with that hug. That's just my opinion. I know some people might think otherwise, but yeah, she did help with his mom and getting Fatima to the hospital. I think it was a harmless hug. She knows Zach is in love with Fatima. Exact. And Fatima was standing right there. Personally, I don't see a problem with that. That's just me. I hope Zach and Bryce end their business relationship because he lied and it was sneaky. Yeah, because what he wrote. Okay. Going back to what I asked her. Let me see if I grasp the situation. Okay. So, Bryce went behind Zach's back, wrote that check from Rise Ventures, and then put it into the pot. He said a couple episodes ago he was working with a stockbroker who could help them make up the difference in terms of the money Zach couldn't afford. And Zach is like, oh, what, Scary Gary? No, it's a different guy. So secretly it was Gary. However, Gary didn't put the check in. He didn't put his money into the pot because he backed out at the last minute, but didn't tell Bryce. So because of that, I guess the company ran the transaction, and because there were missing funds, aka Gary's money, it just sucked up everything that Bryce put into that check. So as a result, that check, as Zach said, was connected to his bank account. So because the check was Rise Ventures and both Bryce and Zach are involved with that, all their assets froze. So Bryce just screwed them all both over. I mean, he's just running around. I can't pay my bills. I'm not laughing at that because when they demonetized my channel, I was thinking the same shit. I'm like, oh my God, my money. But no, I got more than one way of making funds, and I work by myself, thank God. But yeah, it's just the fact that he was running around. Zach, we got a problem. And it's like, bro, you're the one that did this. So so what did he say? His dad is going to help him out. So they got it all straight. That was Connie's goodbye hug. Yeah, exactly. I know they're two different universes, but I wanted to be pregnant on Sisters. It's the same universe, unless they specifically confirm. I agree with you, Jeremy. DeVal did his thing in season 2. Yeah, it was. It was. I need Zach to separate his personal money from the business funds. Yeah, my mom keeps getting on me about that, setting up a personal and business. See, when I get this house situation straight and hopefully my other channel back, 2024 is going to be a lot different. I'm going to hopefully get an accountant to do my taxes, go to the bank to set up my own sort of 401k. And when you're self-employed, you don't have that. You got to put your own money away, or you don't have anything when you're old. Then, set up a business account too. So I want Lord willing, 2024 is going to be just a fresh slate. It wasn't nothing wrong with them hugging. That was a caring hug. It would have been different if Connie. Yeah, Connie didn't pull a Karen. I hugged and kissed the father of my child. Stupid. Bryce should have got his money from his dad instead of Gary in the first place. Yeah, I know, right? He caught Zach at a good time because he would have gotten what Jeremiah got at the hospital. Yeah, you're right. You're right. If that was Bryce coming over there, it would have been gone. I love the showstopper when Fatima announced that she was pregnant. To my knowledge, they did not film season 3 yet. So as a result, we probably won't get season 3 until next fall. Allegedly, the strike should be ending soon, but I don't know. But if it doesn't end soon, we're not getting season 3 for quite a while. I said the same thing. Sisters is ahead of Zatima, yet the pregnancy has not been mentioned once. I have no idea what's going on with that. It makes no sense. No sense at all. Also, I keep recording update videos about my YouTube situation, but I never get around to editing because something else happens. So come to find out, our kind of entertainment, somebody up there thinks I'm some sort of robot or AI because I post so much. Because remember, at first it was reused content, which I deleted from my channel. But then when I reappealed, it still says reused content, but the fact that they think I'm AI because I post so much content, despite the fact that I show my face in live streams like I am now, and I use the same voice, and it's stupid. Yeah. TP universe is like the Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse makes more sense. Maybe that left room was for the smart ending. I don't know. Oh yeah, I did laugh a lot during the VHS session. It's like, VHS, where am I going to find a VCR? Fatima, you know how to use that thing? Yeah, I do. And then when they had the cart with the TV and the VCR, that just took me back to being a kid in school. When you got a substitute teacher, or like, let's say it's Friday and you're not getting a lesson. It's like, oh, we're going to watch Bill Nye the Science Guy, or we're going to watch the Magic School Bus or National Geographic. That just took me way back to being a kid. I just loved it. It was really good. Zatima season 3 will probably take place during Sister season 6. I said that. I was thinking either prior to season 6 or during season 6 somehow. Yeah, or the overhead projector, with the marker and everything. Man, that's some throwback. Don't get me started on a chalkboard. I don't even think there's a chalkboard in America yet. I mean, anymore. I don't know how to feel about Fatima being pregnant. Personally, I am not a fan of it. I am not a fan. Whew. Dang, I'm just again thankful that the live stream is going well. You know, it's just the thing I hate about this strike is the fact that the cast can't talk about it. I could have been able to do a lot of great interviews. A lot, no dry eraser boards now. If they don't use dry eraser, what the heck they use? Well, then again, they probably have it where the notes are just projected on screen and the people just take a photo of it. I don't know. I would rather for Fatima being pregnant than Karen. Well, unless there's a DNA test showing that Zach isn't the father of Karen's baby. Hey. Yeah, the timing just, I don't know. I feel good about it. All that BS Karen put her through, they deserve it. I was never a fan of Karen being pregnant. We have iPads. Oh, yeah, my nephew does have a computer and everything. So, yeah. No, Ian and his mom were an afterthought, and I was disappointed by that. And no, Zach still doesn't know about Fatima's abortion. I think Zatima season 3 is after season 6A. It was cute seeing Zach's son portray him as a kid. Yeah, it really was. I love that. And DeVal's a proud dad. He was posting about it all day on Instagram. I want to see that Kirk Franklin document. Oh, actually, yeah, the Kirk Franklin documentary. Everybody's talking about that. Is the BT show Sistas A over? Is going to be season 3. Season 3 has not been filmed yet. So is Zatima season 2? Look, as far as I know, season 2 takes place before season 6 of Sisters. There is going to be a season 3. It just hasn't been filmed yet. Purse. I don't think that happened. Any word on if Tyler will remain at Viacom? 219 people. Holy crap. Yeah, we here tonight. I haven't heard any news or updates about his deal with Viacom, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, I watched the first 6 minutes of it. I haven't finished it yet, but I started it, but then I recorded all my Zatima videos. So like I said, sorry that the reviews aren't up today, but after I recorded the videos, I ate some lunch and then I was on the phone for over an hour because the mortgage people called, working, got that settled. The land, like I said, that got appraised earlier this week, and they were telling me they're in the final steps of securing the title and deed. Once that is done, that's when the land can start being cleared and they can start building the house. So praise God. So things are moving along. So because of that, I didn't have time to edit today. Yeah, please hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. So before we get back into the topic of discussion, just 2 things for me. If you are a praying person, please pray that things with the house continue to go well so I can move out here soon. Secondly, pray that my appeal that I'm going to mail into Google headquarters reaches the correct people in YouTube so they can remonetize our kind of entertainment. So please just pray for the house process, that everything goes smoothly with that, and pray that my appeal to get my main channel remonetized goes well. Those are just the 2 things. I'm not asking for any donations or anything like that. Just your prayers. If you're not a Christian or a praying person, if you could just like send up some good vibes, like Goku getting energy for the spirit bomb in Dragon Ball, that will be great. I'd really appreciate it. That's all I'm asking. And just continue to support this channel like you supported the main channel, because like I said, the monetization that I got from the ad revenue from last month, I got paid today. So thank the Lord, this channel is monetized. It is bringing money in, and it's going to hold me down and hopefully get bigger and bigger. So hopefully when I get the main channel back, I'll have this channel as well. So just prayers for that. But back to the situation. Yeah, I wish that was one of the downsides of season 2. I really wasn't a huge Fatima fan. She had her moments at the beginning of the season and then at the very end of the season, but everything else in between, I was not feeling her. You probably shared it, but I wanted to find out why you dislike Fatima, because I had a feeling that way for a while. I did a video a few days ago about that, where I talked about how ever since the back half of Zatima season 1, Sistas season 5, I did not like Fatima, and in Zatima season 2. Sistas season 6A, things shifted. The writing was done in such a way where I could understand Fatima more. It wasn't just her lashing out, being angry, and processing crap. I understood why she was doing what she was doing. Lately, it's just been her being vindictive, hypocritical, getting mad at Zach. And when she does the same stuff that she's mad at him for, it's brushed under the rug. Like her being unruly, unreasonable, non-apologetic, unable to admit when she's wrong. I don't know what the hell Tyler did. I guess we're supposed to blame the pregnancy. I don't know. Yeah, but her being pregnant makes sense now. See, I just said that. Yep. Do you think Fatima should have told Zach that she spoke with Jeremiah? I respect that she didn't say anything, because to me, it wasn't Fatima telling Jeremiah what to do. I think Fatima was laying it out for Jeremiah in terms of, here's the situation. So I do not think that she did anything underhanded. Keep in mind, she never even told Zach that his check bounced. I just love the fact that she was using her legal know-how. It's like, look, if needed, I'll get power of attorney and take this situation over. Zach will be able to do it instead of both of you making a decision. Cranberry juice. That was gangster. Yeah. I just like how that depicted Fatima in such a way where she's not always going to get into a fight or pull out a gun. She's going to use her legal know-how. Do you think Jeremiah pulled the plug on his mom? That is an interesting theory, but I don't know. When Jeremiah hugged her, I felt like he might steal out of her purse. Honestly, I never even thought about that. I just enjoyed the moment for where it was, but I don't blame you. It's crazy how Fatima was giving hints and we never caught it, because I would have never thought that she would have been pregnant. It makes sense now. Yeah, it definitely makes a lot of sense. They said cardiac arrest. Yep. They sure did. Sure did. Do you think that Andy is a good friend because she's free after Karen let off the shot? See, speaking of Andy, you know, the same way, because it's been 2 seasons now and Fatima is still done with Belinda. The way that Fatima dropped Belinda like a bad habit, that's the same way Andy needs to leave Karen. I know Andy gets flack for being a bad friend, but she does not need Karen in her life. Jeremiah called her a B twice and she showed compassion. Yeah, it really was. It's like, don't call me out my name again. It's like, look, I'm sorry I called you out your name. And then when he asked for a hug, I like that. I understand where you're getting at about Fatima putting up with a lot of stuff and then Zach not being able to put up with the same stuff, but I don't know. It's just that Fatima's changed. Exactly. Andy do need to leave Karen. Since it takes place before Sisters, is Fatima pregnant? Allegedly, but it hasn't been mentioned. I like how he told Zach that she was a good woman. Me too. Me too. Bryce was very inconsiderate and disrespectful. The hints were aggressive too, and we still didn't catch it. I will say it was brilliant writing if it turns out Fatima has been pregnant this whole time, and I'll be like, well, damn. I don't take back what I said. I'll just say, hey, there you go. Clever writing. Nate was still being disrespectful about the other women, gave good head to Fatima. Oh, God. Yeah, I guess Paul is gone. His swan song was sitting on the swings with Fatima, and that was it. I hope that in season 6B, I truly believe that season 6B is going to be Tyler Perry setting things up. So when the new writers came in for season 7, they were able to shift things around. So personally, I feel like we're going to see some big changes in season 6B. I feel like Paul is working with Hayden. Nah, Bryce is a weirdo, confrontational. And also, she said it haunted her. She should have stayed with Fatima's dad. Yep. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of new characters come season 7. A lot of new characters. Preston, Q, Logan. Aaron is an iffy one. That's all I know. Allegedly. I don't know. Let me put it this way. I have not talked with like DeVal or KJ and got a list of who's not coming back. I honestly am basing this off of the season 7 information we have. Deja's character is starting to become pointless to me. Meh. I will say this much. At least she isn't overly exposed like a Maurice. So she's kind of there. Hey, y'all. Dang, we almost at 300 people. Shoot. Some of y'all coming in late because I was about to say, are we about to wrap up here? But no, we can keep talking. What else y'all want to talk about the finale? I think we covered everything, though. I think we truly covered everything in regards to what these 2 episodes had to offer. Let me check over my notes real quick. Yeah, we got it. Oh yeah, I did. That video was sad. The fact that Gladys understood that she's part of a life now, that she couldn't bring her children along with her, and she wasn't in a position to stay in their lives to take care of them growing up. So on that videotape where she said that she loved them and she hopes that they don't hate her for leaving, she just had to go. So that was really sad. Truly was. Oh yeah. Did you finish the Michael Blackson show? Yeah, I did a whole video on the channel. I did a video going over the entire season, the Michael Blackson show, and caught up. I did videos of a video on each show. I will tell you this much. I'm not going to tell you who gave me this opinion, but I did talk with somebody about season 7, and they told me that they felt the scripts were well done, and their favorite part is that the dialogue is not super repetitive. So, with that being said, I think that we should be able to go on to season 7 noticing an improvement on the character dialogue. So maybe we won't have a lot of drawn out scenes and we'll get some effective dialogue and development from the characters. So with that being said, I think season 7 is going to be good. That's just based on this person telling me what they did, telling me what they told me. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't watch all the Queen's Men. I've watched every episode of The Oval. What are you talking about? Maurice and Sabrina aren't going to jail. Honestly, I want Karen as far away from that wedding as possible. She has no business to be there. Not even her coming up to like say, yeah, I'm not pursuing you anymore and I'm happy for you. I don't, just like Belinda and Nate apology. We don't want it. We don't want it. Get out of here. No, I think Zach and Bryce are better off going their separate ways. That was just no. I mean, I thought they could potentially salvage their business relationship after Bryce tried to make a move on Zach, but Bryce pulling that low down move that could have screwed them both over financially permanently. No, you do not want to work with a business partner like that. No is no. If you have a decision that needs to be a yes or no from both sides, and there isn't a way to break the tie, then that particular deal or situation, just walk away from it. You can't do anything. We'll move on to the next one. But if somebody does something where they're basically taking all the company money without you having a say in it, that's just no. That's a bad sign. Well, Maurice and Sabrina are in season 7. Like it or not, they are there. But based on what I've seen from the character descriptions, I do believe we are going to have some interesting development. Then he had the nerve to say he didn't know why he did it. Yeah, Bryce is full of it. Yeah, Zach said it wasn't a good move because, first of all, he didn't have enough money. He didn't. And there, Bryce just wanted to roll the dice. It's like, yo, let's go all in on this one. It's like, y'all just started the company. I think it's a dumb idea to put all of your assets or capital into one project. No, if you had like a couple of $1,000,000, even if you put everything into that new property, then yes, it will be like, okay, it's a big risk, but at least we have this buffer money. So I think the deal will be lucrative and they will stay in business because he made money. We'll have to see. I don't know. Do you think Zach is going to jail for going to that girl's house getting a baby? I don't think so. It depends on a lot of factors once season 6B kicks up. But yeah, we've already had Oval and Sistas trailers, so I don't think we're getting any more trailers. I mean, heck, that was the second trailer for Sistas season 6B, so I don't think we're getting any more. We might get an article or something, but I don't think we're getting anything else. I think Bryce and Gary were shading from the beginning. Yep. I don't think Zach's going to jail for his getting his son. He has proof of how his son's being raised. In that case, yeah, he's going to jail for his getting his son. He has proof of how his son's being raised. In that case, yeah, he should be good. Bryce should have gotten the money from his father to invest. I agree. I feel bad about Gladys passed away. Yeah. Did you watch Medea House of Pain? I mean, back in the day. Maybe we'll see more cameos from the Ellis boys. You never know. You never know. Wouldn't it be something if there's ever like a time jump and like let's say there's a Zatima epilogue and then they have a bunch of kids and then some of them are portrayed by DeVal's sons? That would be pretty cool. It was sad knowing. Oh, it seems that Zach's son has bruises on his back. Yeah, Fatima not finna let Zach go to jail. Fatima always felt something was off with Bryce, but she gave him the benefit of the doubt. Yep. Yeah, I did a video on that on the other channel about the nanny. But yeah, guys, dang, we got a lot of people on here. I'm glad because this might be the last live stream for a while, unless I do a random one over the next 3 weeks. So I might sprinkle some content here and there, but I'm not going to be pumping out like 10 videos a week. So like I said, I got hundreds upon hundreds, if not thousands, of Pokemon cards. So I'm really focusing more on eBay because I'm trying to stack up my money, and pay off some credit cards or pay down credit cards because once this house stuff gets going, I want to make sure my credit is, still in very good standing. I got emergency credit cards. So I know I need to get a washer and dryer and stuff when the house is built, but my mom said that Lowe's actually has credit card stuff. So I should be able to sign up for one there. Well, yeah, everything is hopefully going to fall into place and, get things back on track. Yeah, his own son portrayed him in. Yeah, if y'all are late, just watch it from the beginning once it's posted to the channel. Like it started off a little buffery, but things got better as time went on. Did you ever see some similarities between Paul and Robin? Yes, you have the light skin, better love romantic interest who is not above being a home wrecker, but winds up being tossed to the curb as the girl went back to the other guy. So yeah, there were arguably some similarities. Detroit channel get monetized. The what? Yeah, and they have some good deals to go. Yeah, and they have some deals to go going on. Yeah, my mom already said, look, if you get this house before the end of the year, wait until after New Year's, because that's when like Shules and these these furniture companies have deals where it's like, if you spend $1,000, we'll give you an extra $1,000. So yeah, I already got plans. It's just like the land got to be cleared first. Does he owe a lot of money to someone? I don't think so. Paul said he was a good man, but you can't be a good man when you're trying to home wreck. Exactly. No, the main channel is still demonetized. Still, I'm trying to get that straight. Because it's ironic that they try to say that I'm AI or I'm using AI when I don't. And yet I have a feeling they have AI that scans channels and just automatically marks them as reused content when they're not. Paul worked my nerves. Yep. Let me tell just a quick segue. On this particular channel, do you remember one of my first videos? Will Madam get revenge for Karen shooting her cousin? That video blew up pretty quick, over 80,000 views in a matter of days. I got an email from YouTube saying that Paramount blocked the video because they claimed it was, reused content and copyright. But then I did an appeal, a dispute, and I filled out a form and I went into detail because at this point I have read over the reuse content and copyright and fair use policies at least 17 times. I regurgitated everything explaining how my use of a clip and the screenshots were fair use because I added my own commentary / narration for educational commentary, breaking down theories and whatnot about Sistas and all the Queen's men. Guess what? Less than 24 hours later, Paramount contacted me saying, we are so sorry. We lifted the claim and your video is back up. We had an AI bot get a copyright ID claim on your video, and the bots don't watch the content and they didn't know that your video was legit. So with that being said, your video is back. Nothing's wrong. I guarantee you, YouTube is doing the same thing to my main channel. They have some kind of scanner, because if a human took 2 minutes to look at my videos, they would know my stuff. So I got a question for you. And look, I'm not going to sit up here and rant forever about my issues. We're going to talk more as Zatima. Remember on my main channel, I had a bunch of shorts that were just clips from the shows. I didn't add commentary. Those were monetized when YouTube flipped the switch on shorts. And then that led to me getting demonetized. I went through and deleted all those videos that were considered reused content because I didn't add anything to it. 18 million views gone. I reappealed, and yet they still said it was reused content on the channel, which is bullcrap. I went through all 8,000 videos. They got a bot to scan the channel. I have no doubt, because if a real person took the time to see, they will see these are genuine videos, because Here's the funny thing. This channel, I do videos the same way as the old one. I have like clips and image slideshows, and I add my commentary to it. This channel got monetized. The old one didn't get approved for remonetization. Tell me, make it make sense. But I digress. I think Paul saw what he wanted, so he made his move. It was the right woman at the wrong time. Yeah, it really was. I really wish we would have explored why Valerie and Paul got a divorce in the first place. That's something I wish we would have touched upon in season 2. Well, like I said, we're probably never going to see Paul again, which sucks. I just pray that season 3, we don't have any more of this nonsense. We don't need Zach or Fatima to have another potential love interest. We just need to see Zach and Fatima as a couple. That's all we need. None of this outside drama crap. I don't think Robin's coming back in season 7. Look, I don't know. Yeah, these characters drinking and crap. And didn't she smoke some weed with Angela? I'm pretty sure she did off screen. Growing as a couple. Let's just see them going through their regular growing pains. They prepare for their marriage. True, but they don't need to get married right away. I think Fatima just found out she's expecting when the strike going on the way it is, season 3 could be a fresh start. I hope so. I hope so. She might not have known she was pregnant. That's true too. Isn't there, didn't, I think I did a video on this. There's a character description in, I think, Sistas season 7 where Fatima's supposed to go to the hospital. I think. I'm pretty sure. I think. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, she didn't ring off with the money. I wish you would have seen her find out she was pregnant. Hope Jeremiah gets better for his kids. Yeah, it would be nice if he did split town, but then he came back a better person. You know, he got the help he needed. That would be great. Running away from his kids instead of trying to establish a relationship with them because of his own issues. Now Tyler playing in y'all's faces. Yeah. It's funny. Tyler's just going to all the concerts now. It's like since the writer strike and all, it's like he's always posting about going to Beyonce or Chris Stapleton. He's like, hey, he out there living his best life, and I ain't mad at him. Who's your biggest crush in the Tyler Perry show? I still have to say Gene. I think that I will never get over Gene. I can't believe it, but I still put Gene over Jasmine. So, case for the pregnancy. I hope it doesn't take seasons. Potential. I hope. Yeah, it would be cool to see Jeremiah come back. Potential storyline. Hey, I got a favor though. After I submit my appeal to YouTube, I'm going to mail like the package. And once I get confirmation from the tracking number it arrived, will you all tweet to YouTube for me? I want to post about it in the community tab and be like, hey, YouTube just got the package. You all please tweet at them, say, hey, read Jeremy's package and remonetize his channel. If y'all could do that, that would be great. Because it's like Team YouTube on Twitter. Because some people are like, yeah, you know, once you edit your channel, get your followers to respectfully contact YouTube on Twitter, and hopefully that will speed up the process, because I hope they can fix this, because my main thing is I was on route to 100 million views by the beginning of next year. And I know 1 million subscribers is a long way away, but 100 million views was that milestone I was trying to reach. Now I'm back down to 61. I guess she got, oh yeah, y'all saw my post about KJ and Sky's wedding. Yeah, some people wanted my thoughts. I pretty much said everything I had to say about it, regardless as to whether or not you think they did too much on their wedding day. It was their wedding day and they celebrated the way they wanted to. It looked like it was a crazy ass fun time though. My biggest crush is Andy, Deja, and Simone. Yeah, Simone on the Oval. Do you have any favorite male characters? Donald from the Oval. I know he's not Sisters or Zatima. Henry from Zatima. I think Fatima's stepdad is an awesome character. Uh, my mom said the same thing. It's like they probably didn't want you making all that money. That's all it was. I mean, a lot of people were like, yo, see if Tyler or somebody can help. I don't, I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I don't have a direct line to Tyler Perry. I can't, I'm pretty sure if Tyler contacted Google or whoever, they would do something, but I don't have that connection with them. And I just asked Deval, like, if I have questions about podcasting, would he help me out? And he said he would, but I wish I could. It's a David and Goliath battle. I'm just a regular guy. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a media owner. I'm just a regular guy with a channel that YouTube decided to, just demonetize. And to see 6 years of work and the money get cut off, it's a painful thing. It really was. And it still is. But like I said, I've gotten over the financial aspect of it. I'm just sad that they ruined my momentum. You want to bang Deja? Honestly, I don't. I just feel like we don't have a lot in common, though. Let's all remember that TP likes writing women to be pregnant. Oh, yeah. The video of Tyler on Crystal's podcast that went viral. He gave his thoughts about wealthy Black women and not always wanting to get with a rich man, but maybe settle for a man that has less. I don't know. YouTube doesn't want to do that much work. Those bots are detecting everything, aren't detecting correctly. You're making money for YouTube too. You're part of its popularity. Yeah. They can say what they want to about their review team, but there's no way they have people literally reviewing these channels because of the fact that Google just keeps firing people or laying them off. So they don't have enough firepower to do that. I'm not a fan of Jeremiah's character, but Amir aced that role. Oh, he sure did. It was good to see Zach develop a friendship with Fatima's father. Yep. It's funny how Mr. Tyrone at the barbershop and Fatima's stepdad kind of both gave Zach different advice, but he truly listened to them. That was pretty cool. Really cool. All right. Well, we've been over here for over an hour, but like I said, praise God that the live stream didn't shut off. Started off a little shaky, but things picked up, as things went on. But like I said, if you could just keep, prayers and positive vibes for the house situation and getting my other YouTube channel. I did create Twitch, but I have not started uploading. Twitch and Patreon are still just, I created the accounts, but I haven't done anything with them yet. But like I said, once I'm able to move and I have better internet, I'm on my own. I can work whenever I want to around the clock. That's when everything's going to be jumping. So be on the lookout for that. So fingers crossed within the next week or two, things are going to be better. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Please hit the thumbs up button. The Zatima reviews, I got 12 Zatima videos I've already recorded. They're going to be up tomorrow. Okay, so please keep an eye on the channel. Watch all the videos. And like I said, the next 3 weeks, I am taking a much deserved break. Hopefully, a lot of good news will come in during that time. Like maybe YouTube will remonetize the main channel. The house stuff will be moving along. And I don't know if I'll go live on Instagram tonight. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But yeah. So have a great night. Thanks for joining me as we went through Zatima Season 2. I'll probably hop on Twitter and tweet a few things here and there, and that'll be it. So that's it, folks. Just like I said, hopefully the next time I come up here, I got some more good news, and we'll be back in business on our kind of entertainment. So have a great night. And oh yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Have a great weekend too. Oh yeah, and happy autumn. Fall is this Saturday. I'm going to enjoy the cooler weather.